Welcome back to Top Liberty Coins, your ultimate destination for exploring the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, the 1986 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary 1-cent coin, but some of these pennies are worth far more than their face value. Believe it or not, certain rare versions of the 1986 Lincoln penny can fetch as much as $787.99 or even more in today's collector's market. In this video, we'll uncover the coin's rich history, design secrets, minting details, errors that make them rare, and how you can identify one of these valuable treasures hiding in plain sight. Origins and historical background. The story of the Lincoln cent begins in 1909 when it replaced the Indian head cent. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny became a symbol of American history, freedom, and progress. By 1986, this small coin had already witnessed major events in the nation's story. The 1986 penny was minted during the presidency of Ronald Reagan, an era of economic reform and technological advancement. It continued the long-standing tradition of honoring Lincoln while adapting to modern minting technologies. Design features and SYMBOLSM. The obverse of the 1986 penny features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln facing right, a design that has remained largely unchanged since 1909. Above Lincoln's head is the word liberty, a powerful reminder of the principles upon which the United States was founded. To the right, you'll find the year 1986, and above it, the famous motto, "In God We Trust." On the reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo, is the Lincoln Memorial, with tiny details so precise that you can even see the statue of Lincoln inside if you look closely. The inscriptions, "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum" add to its historical depth. The design is a blend of artistry, symbolism, and heritage. Mint locations and producton. In 1986, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. Philadelphia minted over 4.4 billion pennies, while Denver struck about 4.8 billion. San Francisco produced around 3 million proof coins intended for collectors. Although billions were made, most have been circulated heavily, which makes high-grade examples extremely desirable and rare today. Mint marks can be found just below the date, and knowing the mint location is essential in determining the coin's rarity and value. Composition and metalurgy. The 1986 Lincoln penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This composition began in 1982, when rising copper prices forced the mint to replace the traditional 95% copper cents. These zinc-based pennies weigh 2.5 grams, compared to the older 3.11 gram copper cents. Because of this change, the 1986 penny marks part of the modern era of Lincoln cents. The switch also led to unique minting challenges and some interesting mint errors that are now highly sought after by collectors. Key varieties and rare mint errors. What truly excites collectors are the rare varieties and mint errors that occurred during production. Some of the most valuable 1986 Lincoln pennies include double die obverse, DDO, or double die reverse, DDR, varieties, where design elements like Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the Lincoln Memorial appear doubled. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, and transitional planchet errors are also known to exist. A dramatic example of a double die or a major off-center penny from 1986 can easily sell for hundreds of dollars or more, depending on condition and rarity. How to identify a rare 1986 PNNY. Spotting a rare 1986 Lincoln penny requires careful attention to detail. First, check the coin's condition. Uncirculated or mint state coins are worth significantly more. Look at the lettering on the obverse and reverse under magnification to see if there's any doubling. Inspect the edges and planchet for off-center strikes or other minting errors. And always note the mint mark. Coins from San Francisco, S, in proof condition or certain Denver, D, errors can be worth more than common Philadelphia issues. Grading and condition. Impact. The value of a 1986 Lincoln penny heavily depends on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with mint state, MS, grades above 60 being the most desirable. A well-preserved, uncirculated penny with sharp details, bright luster, and no wear can command a premium price. Even minor scratches or discoloration can reduce its value. Proof coins from San Francisco are especially valuable if they remain in their original mint packaging or have been certified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Current market value in 2025. As of 2025, the average 1986 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth around 10 cents to 25 cents. However, high-grade mint state examples can range from $5 to $50. Rare error coins or double die varieties can bring in $100 to $300. And the most exceptional examples, especially in pristine condition or with dramatic errors, have sold for as much as $787.99 or even more at auction. Collectors are always looking for well-preserved and unique 1986 pennies, so the market remains strong. Record auction sales. Over the years, several 1986 Lincoln pennies have fetched impressive prices at auctions. For example, a 1986 Lincoln penny with a rare double die obverse in mint state condition once sold for over $750. Another proof 1986 with ultra cameo contrast reached nearly $800. These examples prove that what may look like a common penny could actually be a small fortune if it has the right characteristics. Why collectors love the 1986 PNN. Why collectors are drawn to the 1986 penny? Because it represents a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. It combines the classic Lincoln design with the modern zinc composition, and its billion-strong mintage means there's always a chance to find a rare gem. The challenge of hunting for mint errors and varieties keeps the excitement alive. It's an affordable entry point for new collectors and a rewarding niche for advanced numismatists. Tips for beginners and investors. If you're just starting out, begin by checking your pocket change, old jars, or coin rolls from banks. Invest in a good magnifying glass and coin album. Join coin clubs or online communities to learn about rare varieties. And consider having your best finds professionally graded. A certified coin is easier to sell and commands higher prices. Remember, patience and knowledge are the keys to successful coin collecting. How to store and protect your coins. Proper storage is essential to preserving the value of your coins. Always handle them by the edges and avoid touching the surfaces. Use coin flips, capsules, or albums made of archival safe materials to prevent damage. Keep them in a cool, dry environment away from humidity and direct sunlight. The better the condition of your coin, the higher its potential value. Future value and investment. Potential. The 1986 Lincoln penny's value is expected to grow as more collectors enter the hobby and high-grade examples become harder to find. Error coins and proof strikes will likely continue to appreciate, especially those certified by trusted grading services. Holding on to these coins now could mean a significant return in the future. Even a coin worth $100 today could easily surpass $787.99 or more as demand increases. Final thoughts and call to action. And the 1986 Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of change, it's a small piece of American history and a potential hidden treasure. From its origins in 1909 to its modern composition and rare varieties, this coin tells a story worth exploring. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, the thrill of discovering a valuable penny is unmatched. So, check your change, search those old coin jars, and you might just find a 1986 penny worth hundreds of dollars. Don't forget to subscribe to Top Liberty Coins for more deep dives into rare coins, hidden treasures, and valuable numismatic tips. Hit the like button, share this video with other collectors, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare 1986 penny. Your next big find could be waiting in your pocket right now. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated coins in U.S. history, the 1996 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 1-cent coin, but don't be fooled. Some of these pennies have sold for hundreds of dollars, even touching prices like $787.99 or more, depending on condition, rarity, and minting errors. In this video, we'll explore everything, from the coin's history and design to its current market value, rare varieties, and the secrets that make certain 1996 pennies worth a small fortune. Stick with us till the end because part 15 is a collector's goldmine you do not want to miss. The origin of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln cent first appeared in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, becoming the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it replaced the Indian head cent and quickly became a beloved piece of American change. Over the decades, it has undergone subtle design changes, but Lincoln's portrait remains front and center, a tribute to leadership, freedom, and American values. By the time we reach 1996, the penny had already been in circulation for 87 years, and its story was still evolving. Design details of the 1996 PNNY. The obverse of the 1996 penny features Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the word Liberty to his left and the date 1996 to his right. Above Lincoln's head is the motto, "In God We Trust." The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 for Lincoln's 150th birthday. The words, "United States of America," and "E pluribus unum," appear above, while the denomination, 1 cent, is at the bottom. This classic design is instantly recognizable, yet within it, rare varieties and subtle mint errors can turn a simple penny into a collector's treasure. Part 4. Mint locations and MNTMRKS. The 1996 penny was minted at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, San Francisco. Primarily for proof coins, the majority were struck in Philadelphia and Denver, but proof coins from San Francisco are especially desirable to collectors. Pay close attention to the mint mark, because it can significantly influence value. Metal composition and CHNGS. Before 1982, Lincoln cents were made of 95% copper. However, rising metal costs led to a major change. By 1996, pennies were composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This switch created lighter coins weighing 2.5 grams instead of the old 3.11 grams. Though often overlooked, this detail matters because a rare 1996 penny mistakenly struck on an older copper planchet can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The mintage NUMBRS. In 1996, the U.S. Mint produced massive numbers of Lincoln pennies: Philadelphia over 6.5 billion, Denver over 6.5 billion, San Francisco about 2 million proofs. Even though billions were minted, the vast majority are common circulation coins worth just 1 cent. However, among these billions, a few rare examples with mint errors or pristine condition stand out, and that's where the value skyrockets. Condition and grading. EXPLNED coin condition is everything. Collectors use a grading scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. A 1996 penny in circulation with heavy wear is usually worth only face value. But a coin graded MS, 67 or higher can fetch hundreds of dollars. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC authenticate and assign grades, and coins in certified slabs often sell for far more than raw coins. One MS-68 example has been auctioned for nearly $787.99, and some have even pushed above $800 in top condition. Rare varieties and mint ERRS. This is where things get exciting. Certain 1996 pennies are worth hundreds because of mint errors like double die obverse doubling visible in the date or letters, center strikes, part of the design missing or misaligned, wrong planchet errors, struck on older copper planchets, clipped planchet errors, pieces missing from the coin edge. Collectors pay serious money for these mistakes. A dramatic center strike or double die penny can sell for $200 to $700, sometimes even more if in mint state condition. Proof coins and special STRIKES. The 1996 S-proof Lincoln cent is another hidden gem. Struck with special dies and polished planchets, proof coins have mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. While many sell for $5 to $20, flawless PR, 70 deep cameo examples can fetch well over $50 to $100, and that's just for a proof cent that originally cost a few cents to produce. Historical significance of 1996. The year 1996 was a fascinating time in U.S. history. The economy was strong, technology was booming, and coin collecting was entering a new digital age. Even though the penny's purchasing power had declined over the decades, its cultural value remained high. Many collectors today look back at the 1990s coins as the modern classics, and 1996 pennies hold a special place in that era's numismatic story. How to find valuable 1996 penny shares. The exciting part: valuable 1996 pennies might already be hiding in your change jar or pocket. Look for coins with sharp, uncirculated details, clear doubling on the date or letters, center strikes or missing design parts, unusual weight, mint mark proof coins with flawless surfaces. Always examine your pennies under good lighting and a magnifying glass. You might be sitting on a small fortune. Current market value and price trends. As of today, 1996 Lincoln pennies range in value from 1 cent for worn examples to $787.99 or more for high-grade or error coins. Market demand has been rising as collectors focus on modern varieties and mint mistakes. Online auctions and coin shows have seen bidding wars over rare examples. If you own a certified MS-68 penny or a dramatic mint error, you could be looking at a valuable piece of numismatic history. Where to sell your rare PNNES? Once you identify a rare or valuable 1996 penny, you have several selling options: online auctions like eBay or heritage auctions, coin dealers who specialize in US cents, coin shows where you can negotiate face-to-face, grading services to authenticate and increase resale value. Always compare offers and research recent sale prices to ensure you're getting the best deal. Collector tips and strategies. Building a penny collection is not just about luck, it's about strategy. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints, store them in acid-free holders or albums, learn grading basics to recognize valuable coins, stay updated on auction prices and market trends, network with other collectors online or at coin clubs. The more you know, the better your chances of spotting that next valuable 1996 penny. Final thoughts and call to ACTO. And the 1996 Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest coin can carry big value. What most people see as a simple cent can actually be worth hundreds of dollars, especially when it features rare errors or near-perfect condition. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, searching for these hidden gems is a thrilling adventure that connects you to America's history and craftsmanship. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 Lincoln penny, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next rare coin discovery. Comment below if you found a 1996 penny, and who knows, maybe your coin is worth $787.99 or more. Today, we're dividing deep into exploring one very special coin that could be sitting in your change jar right now, the 2000 Lincoln penny. It might look like an ordinary 1-cent coin, but some versions of this penny have sold for as much as $787.98 or even more. Stay tuned as we break down its history, rarity, errors, value, and everything else you need to know in 15 complete parts. The birth of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny is one of America's most iconic coins. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it replaced the Indian head cent and became an instant symbol of American history and pride. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has undergone several changes, from its original wheat reverse to the memorial design in 1959, and later to the Union Shield design in 2010. But through all these changes, one thing remained the same: collectors love the Lincoln penny. Why the year 2000 matters. The year 2000 marked the dawn of a new millennium, and the U.S. Mint continued producing Lincoln Memorial cents with the same design introduced in 1959. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of pennies with the D Mint mark, but not all of them were ordinary. Some pennies struck in 2000 have become incredibly valuable due to their condition, rarity, and errors. This makes the 2000 Lincoln penny a hidden treasure that many people overlook. Understanding the D Mint mark. The D on your 2000 penny stands for Denver, one of the main U.S. Mint facilities. Coins minted in Denver are known for their sharp details and high production quality. But even in such large mintages, mistakes can happen. And in the coin collecting world, mistakes mean money. Certain 2000 Lincoln cents have errors so rare that they can transform a 1-cent coin into one worth hundreds of dollars. The design and details. The obverse of the 2000 Lincoln penny features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. Above his head is the word Liberty, and to the right is the date 2000 with the D mint mark just below. On the reverse, back, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of freedom and equality. What makes these coins collectible isn't just the design, it's the story, the history, and sometimes the tiniest imperfections. Historical significance of the 2000 penny. The 2000 penny isn't just a coin, it's a historical artifact from a pivotal time. It was minted during the transition into the 21st century, a moment full of change and innovation. Many collectors look for coins from the millennium year because they represent the crossing into a new era. Owning a 2000 penny in pristine condition is like holding a piece of history from the start of a new chapter in the world. Error pennies. Where the big money is now, let's get into what makes some 2000 pennies worth $787.98 or more. Errors. Minting errors are unintentional mistakes that occur during the production process. They're rare, they're unique, and collectors love them. Some common valuable errors in 2000 pennies include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and broad strikes. A penny with a dramatic visible error can easily fetch hundreds of dollars depending on its rarity and condition. Condition and grading. The key to value. The condition of your 2000 penny is critical in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. A circulated penny might be worth only a few cents, but a 2000 penny in mint state 67 or higher can reach prices of $500 to $800 or even more. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC hold the highest value and attract serious buyers. Record auction sales and market value. Let's talk real numbers. A pristine 2000 Lincoln penny graded MS68 red has sold for as much as $787.98 at auction. That's nearly 78,000 times its face value. The demand for high-grade examples continues to rise because collectors know how rare they are. Even near-mint coins can sell for $50 to $200, especially if they have unique errors. Always check auction records and coin value guides to see current prices. How to identify a valuable 2000 penny. So how do you know if your 2000 penny is worth money? Start by examining the coin carefully under good light. Look for sharp details, no scratches, and a bright red color. Check for errors like doubling on the date, letters, or Lincoln's eye. Off-center strikes and die cracks are also major clues. And most importantly, consider getting it professionally graded to maximize its potential value. Common mistakes collectors make. Many beginners make the mistake of cleaning their coins, which actually reduces their value. Others sell coins too quickly without proper grading or research. Always remember, patience and knowledge are your best tools. Hold on to high-grade or rare error 2000 pennies until you understand their full worth. Why the 2000 penny will always be collectible. Even if you don't have an error penny, the 2000 Lincoln cent remains collectible because of its historical importance and its place in the long-running Lincoln series. It's part of a coin lineage that spans over a century. Completing a full collection of Lincoln cents, including the 2000 is a dream for many collectors. The future value potential. As time passes, high-quality 2000 pennies will become scarcer. Most have been lost, damaged, or spent. This means the surviving mint state examples will continue to rise in value. What sells for $787.98 today could sell for even more in the future. Investing in rare Lincoln pennies now might turn into a rewarding opportunity years from now. How to sell or buy rare 2000 pennies. If you think you found a valuable 2000 penny, there are several ways to sell it. You can list it on platforms like eBay or heritage auctions, or contact a certified coin dealer. Always include clear photos and, if possible, certification details. If you're buying, focus on graded coins or pieces with well-documented errors to avoid counterfeits or overpaying. Final thoughts and call to action, and there you have it, the full story of the 2000 D Lincoln penny, from its history and design to its potential to be worth $787.98 or more. The next time you check your pocket change, don't overlook that penny. It might just be your ticket to a small fortune. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coins, where we uncover the hidden value in everyday coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2000 D penny, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a chance to discover the next rare coin hiding in plain sight. Until next time, happy collecting and keep searching, because your next treasure could be just 1 cent away.